All right, now this is a super fun game called the Grand Tour game. This is a sponsored event. Thank you so much. I'm going to close out of Spider-Man for right now. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event. And of course, if you guys hanging around in the stream, I appreciate it big time. It does help me get future sponsored events. So the more of you hang around, you're going to play it for just a little bit. Then we're going to play some Astro here. Don't worry. I love this game, though. It is super, super fun. Because it does like a whole intro thing, and then you get to drive the car, and you're going to see me crash and flip over and do all sorts of crazy stuff. So I appreciate you all being here. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's let it load. There we go. I need to spend some caps. So much feels. I know lots of feels tonight. Literally 70 plus subs given out today. 70 subs to peeps in the chat. So much love today. I'm telling you. Lots of bits. Some donations. Thank you so much. I heard my name exactly. There you go. Gaming Bro coming in and saying, Grandpa over here playing some PS4. I don't just have PS4, bro. I have a custom PC. I have also a streaming PC. I have PS4. I have Xbox. And I have Switch because you know what? I do what I love to do every day. I don't take other people's negativities, put it on my shoulder, carry it around. You know what? I'm high level in real life. I've got real life accomplishments that are like that. So I also have a lot of fun playing games, and I don't care who knows it. I'm a very unapologetic gamer. I love playing games. The preparator is available. Link your Twitch Prime account and settings to redeem it. I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely going to do that later on. But right now, we're going to go ahead and do single player. And we were on Season 3. Right? We're on Season 3. We're going to play a little bit more of Season 3. Did we get all the way through Season 3? I don't remember. Where were we at? We were on right here. Let's go.
He's gone.
All right. Oh yeah, I got the music off because I get striked on YouTube if I do the music. Hold on, we'll just skip that. Oops, wrong button.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome. Now, coming up in today's show. James wears glasses. I pretend to be a dog. And a terrorist eats a savoury snack. Got everything there.
I love how it does this and then it drops you into the game.
Throughout the developing world, people have, for many years, used Japanese-made pickup trucks.
Yes, but now European car makers have decided they want a piece of the action. So they've come up with pickup trucks of their own.
Yes, they have. And to find out if they're any good, this week we take the Grand Tour on a journey through history.
We begin in the Middle Ages, which meant going to Richard Hammond's garden.
That's messed up. It's just like Marcy. Look, it's just like Marcy in Fallout 4. I always put her in the stockade. Every time. Community life in the developing world.
In parts of the globe where there's no mains water or electricity, a pickup truck has to be more than just transport for plague victims and livestock. That's why James has turned his Mercedes X-Class into a power station, using its rear axle to make electricity for the village. Richard, meanwhile, was using his Ford Ranger as a tractor, pulling a plough. And I was using this Volkswagen Amarok as an irrigation system. I'm using it to drive a pump which will deliver nourishment from the well to the community allotment. In fact, yeah, I can hear the water coming now above the smooth turbocharged throb of my V6 diesel.
Clarkson!
I got the lady.
Turn the car off! What was that? Oh dear.
And there, and I've done my neck in.
This is supposed to be a demonstration of the utility of pickup trucks.
We've done it, we've proved all three of them.
Yeah, no, I have. I've sawn 3 pieces of wood for a fence. Hammond's ploughed 4 furrows for growing things in. You have only subtracted from this community. I think you slightly missed the point.
Why do you always have to overdo everything? I mean,
You can shut up,
why?
because it's supposed to be a test of European pickup trucks.
And it's European.
Well, yes, apart from the fact that it was designed in Australia and it's built in South Africa.
What about the engine?
That's made in Turkey.
That's European.
Well, a bit of it is.
Well, look, let's not get bogged down with where Turkey is. What we've done
Love
is
these
prove
guys.
that all three of them work well when there is peace in the village in the developing world. What we must do now is find out how well they work when the peace comes to an end and there's a revolution.
Uh-oh. Oh, let me get ready.
When the revolution is over, it's important that all traces of the vile, hated dictator are eradicated. And that's why I'm attaching my Mercedes to this giant statue of Kim Jong-Clarkson to see if I can pull it over.
All right, now see, this is when it drops you in the game. Okay, I gotta remember, this is the trigger. This
Right,
goes.
here are the rules. I have to do this using the lowest revs possible. So what I'm going to do is put it in four-wheel drive low range, something Jeremy Clarkson can't do, first gear manual, and turn the traction control off. Here we go. Traction control, diff lock, down you come.
Right, press the button.
2, 1, away.
Nailed it. What? I only got a silver. What? I think we do better. Let's try it again.
Down you come. 3, 2, 1, go.
No. There we go. We got it. Got the goal. Told you we could have done better. There we go. Now, so you can go back and get gold and everything.
He's gone!
That was just right on your dunk.
What a feeling!
Oh, I bet that did that. That was just.
That is in the face.
Yes.
By the whole earth.
Yes.
In the face. Do you see what happened to your nose? Look at it.
In the face by the whole
And then-
earth. Ha.
It's your turn because...
Yeah, matesy tongue. Right.
That's a hard
it's
to.
time
You
for
gotta
your reign
just.
of
You
terror
can't
to
just
end.
pull it. You gotta do it real.
3, 2, 1.
We're off.
Oh
Got the gold.
no! All right.
He's dragging you, he's taking you for a scrape.
That's not odd, really.
Nice one, Hammond. The scores so far, then, looked like this. James had used 2,100 RPM to topple me, whereas Hammond, despite his bigger engine, had to use 3,600 RPM to bring down May. And now it's time for me to win as I get rid of the last of the country's hated dictators, Dick Pot.
What?
Well, there we are.
Oh, now come on.
Well, you shouldn't have built a life-size one. You are a man of modest stature.
Yeah, fine. It reflects my ego compared to yours.
Well, it's, proportional to the size of the tyranny.
I don't think I'm going to need low range.
You haven't got it.
Well, I know exactly. I don't need it. Lock the rear diff. There you go.
You'll need that.
Right, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Taking up the slack.
It might be a really bad jolt.
These
so
guys
be
are
careful.
funny.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's hard to do. You got this that little
I've won
sliver.
Another test. I've won both of them.
How have you worked that out?
Well, 600 RPM, okay? And I did the best in the village.
You destroyed the village.
Listen, let's not get bogged down with that. We must now move on to what typically happens in a country after the dictator is gone. With the government in disarray, we had to load all our worldly goods into our pickup trucks and prepare to run for our lives. Whichever one is the fastest from here to the flags there, yes?
Yes?
Best at fleeing.
Yes, they're called. Yes, exactly right.
So it's a drag race?
It's a flea race.
It's a fleeing race.
Let's flee then.
Come on, let's go.
If you need to flee from government forces, you need an Amarok. 0 to 60, 8 seconds. That's hot hatchback territory. It's the fastest of the trio, the most powerful of the trio, and the lightest of the trio. Probably not now, but it was. 3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't pull the trigger back fast enough.
Trio,
We could totally do better. Hold on. So you gotta. Well, you started off, and I didn't realize I had to go full gear.
3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. Oh, I can't catch up.
So let's just get this crystal clear. Okay, we haven't escaped with much, but the Volkswagen has now won all 3 tests.
Who decided that?
Me.
Yeah, but this isn't a dictatorship anymore.
We topple the dictator.
Yeah, it's a democracy.
It was the fastest by a mile.
Yeah, it is.
It was easily the best at pulling over statues and the best at water irrigation.
No. And you may have got there first, guaranteeing your survival, but you have no life. You
I've
have
got-
half a table and a mattress and the worst album in history.
really have
I
nothing
have got
left.
the
You call
contents
this
of
the
a home.
worst album?
The merits of the Yes album aside, the fact remained that with the country now in chaos, help is urgently needed. So, how would our commandeered trucks cope with their requirements?
Okay.
Quite well, actually.
Oh, I hope it's not gonna show that on stream. Okay, good. That made me a little nervous there, everybody. A little nervous.
And now, if I may, I'd like to talk about the Jaguar XE, not your hair.
Oh, Jaguar.
It is a really very nice little car, if I'm honest. It's very good looking. It's not particularly expensive. It rides beautifully, very beautifully, in fact. And as a result of all that, people ignore it and buy a BMW instead. So, Jaguar went to its skunk works, which is based in a shed, and they said, could you make a fast version, one that will get everybody talking?
The standard low-cost procedure for turning a normal saloon into a sports saloon is to give it some fat tyres, a nice V6 engine, and
This is
maybe
gonna be
some
good.
bucket seats.
Now we're gonna play some Astroneer next.
But the boffins at Jag decided to go a bit further than that.
Welcome everyone to what's called the Project 8.
That's awesome.
The first thing you need to know is that the only bits that these two cars have in common are the roof and the front doors. Everything else is changed.
Suspension? Oh, yes, that was changed as well. It now has Bilstein dampers that cost £1,000 each. And rose joints and ceramic wheel bearings, like you get on a race car.
No, for heaven's sake, I beg of you, drive fast.
All right, we're into it. Sorry, my bad. Trying to drift. All over the road. Holy mackerel. All right, got to get my driving on here, everybody. Got to get warmed up. This car jams. Great handling. Great handling. Oh! Playing bumper cars. Oh man, this car is nice. This car jams. The handling on this car is amazing. I get it down. It's not the car, it's the driver.
Drive carefully.
There we go. Too early. Too early on that edge. Now.
For God's sake.
Gotta practice.
That'll do.
On top of
That
all
wasn't bad
that,
for first
the
try.
8-speed gearbox also needed beefing
First
up.
try there.
And so did the four-wheel drive system.
At least they wrapped the car, right?
And
Yeah.
then they had to get rid of the spare wheel and the well in which it sits to fit some underfloor aerodynamics.
And then when they added up the cost of all the work they'd done, there was a problem. In order to make any money at all, the Project 8 would have to cost £150,000. That's 4 times more than the standard car. 4!
So, here's the question. How mad would you have to be to spend £150,000 on a car that was designed and built in a glorified shed in the Midlands in about 18 months?
That's $198,000, by the way. I just looked it up.
Not mad at all, because this car
It's $200,000,
is
basically.
bleeding tastic. I will say that if you've
That
got the
car is epic.
manually hunkered down
These
and
are
it's
cars
in
I'm never
check
going to own, but
mode
they're
and the
super fun to
traction
drive.
control is turned off, things can go a bit violent and blighty if you go beyond the limit.
No. Oh, look at that for a tiny line.
Probably use my brake there. I don't have to pay for repairs. What do I care? I'm ramming it into the wall.
That's not do.
A little over drifting there.
The answer is to stay within the limits, and in this car, that's no hardship. At normal road speeds, with the car in comfort or even dynamic mode, it's as quiet and as civilized as a Jag should be.
This is awesome.
It even has little springs sitting on top of the bigger springs
Rigged.
to give you a
I know,
more
huh?
comfortable ride.
In Clarkson, we
But
trust.
that's relative, really. I mean, it's not as comfortable, say, as lying in a hammock on a summer's day.
beautiful
listening
car,
to
right?
wood pigeons. But it does have air conditioning.
Somebody wants to,
head-up
you know,
display and electric seats,
donate one of those
so
cars to my stream.
it
I'm
is
down.
more comfortable
I might
than
even take
you'd
it for a free
expect.
ride in it. That's a
In
nice.
fact,
You can,
it's better than
the
you'd
great thing about this
expect
game.
in every way.
Great thing about this game is you really have
You shouldn't be
they have
surprised
the
by that,
mechanics of
because
the
last
games,
time something
the
was
cars
designed
really
and
down.
built quickly in a glorified shed in the Midlands. It was called the Spitfire, and it won the Battle of Britain.
So if you got a couple $100,000 just laying around on your coffee table, there you go.
Hang on.
The Spitfire.
Yes.
It was the Hurricane that won the Battle of Britain.
Well, it just wasn't.
No, it just was. There were far more of them. It was easier to build. It was easier to repair. It was easier to fly.
Yeah,
It
no,
was.
but that's like saying that a Nissan Juke is better than a Lamborghini Aventador because it's easier to build and there are more of them.
No, it's not like that at all.
It is.
The Hurricane was a much more stable gun platform in the hands of a novice. The Hurricane accounted for more enemy aircraft than all of our other air defences combined.
Yes.
It won.
But the Spitfire, okay, the Spitfire looked glamorous. So you'd look up from the sky and then that improved morale on the ground because people are going, oh, wow, look at that. We can't possibly lose
Yes,
this.
but morale didn't shoot down enemy aircraft. Hurricanes did.
Yes,
That's
I know, but
simply
if you've got a
fact.
small boy looking out the window, wow, look, there's a Spitfire up there and I'm going to join the RAF. And that's what we need. You didn't want to fly a Hurricane because it looked like a sad basset hound.
No, it didn't look like a South Asset. Anyway, the best fighter aircraft of World War II was the Messerschmitt 109. Everybody knows
Well, that didn't win the Battle of Britain, did it?
Well, to be honest, nobody won the Battle of Britain. It was a draw.
What? Where have you got that from?
It was a draw.
Chaps! Hate to make this whole thing sound like, I don't know, a car show, but can we get it back to the Jag a bit?
Yes, because I don't want to talk to him anymore about aeroplanes. 'cause-
Okay, remember the Jag.
Yes.
Is it a mainstream car?
No, if I'm honest, it isn't. They've only made 300 of them, and they're all left-hand drive.
What, so they went to all that time and trouble to develop it,
And expense, yeah.
and now they're only building a handful and they put the steering wheel on the wrong side?
No, it is very odd, but since I don't
Putting it
want
on
to listen to him
the
talking
correct
about
side
hurricanes
for
anymore,
us
I do
in
think
the
we should
US.
find out how fast it goes round the Ebola drone.
All right, let's go, everybody. Getting serious now. I love racing games. Darn it, too early. Going in the corner too early. Did it again. All right, come on. I'm gonna find that sweet spot. Faster. There it is. There it is, right there. That was it. Wow.
cars on the road because it's all like that. Anyway.
Jag caught it right in that last one. Was my best one.
And there's the Jag waiting to see where it goes on. Or does it indeed get onto that list at all? Let's find out. Let's move it up.
Ooh. Yeah. Hang on a minute. It's faster than a GT3 RS. Good God.
I tell you, that is a really properly good car, that.
Thank you for the follows, everybody.
Hurricane.
Don't leave it.
It was
Hold,
the Hurricane.
hold, leave it. Hold, hold, steady. And relax.
Tonight, we are finding out, is this right? Tonight, we are finding out how the new breed of European pickup trucks would fare in the developing world. And we've learned that the Volkswagen is the best of the lot.
No, we didn't learn that.
Well, we did. It was the fastest and it was the most powerful.
Yeah, but that's not actually terribly relevant if you're in a country where there are more AK-47s than ambulances, is
Yes,
it, really?
but whatever, OK? Whatever. So far, we've seen what happens when the peace ends and the dictator is toppled and chaos ensues. And now we pick up the story with what typically happens after that.
We're gonna dry some tanks? What are we doing?
Okay, here's the situation. There's a power vacuum now. Foreign armies are pouring in, and it's our job to get this
Using
fuel
Toyota Hilux?
to the nation's helicopter.
And then the villagers can
More
be
than your house
strafed.
costs, I know, right?
Really?
That's what happens.
Most people.
To that end, we have got to go from here to this forward operating base. And the first one there is the winner.
It'll be me then. Having saddled up, we waited for the sound to charge.
Let's go.
And then naturally, all set off in different directions.
Oh, it's gonna be off-road.
Yeah. If I go through here, oh yeah. I am racing a pickup truck off-road in Wales to refuel a helicopter.
I hope there's actually not fuel back there. That's scary. Where am I going? This way. Whoa! Trees there. They're backing up. This button backs up. Missed it. One more.
Oh, for God's sake.
My bad. My bad, everybody. Come on.
Oh, I am a wreck.
Turn here and right.
All right, that's not good. We gotta do that one again.
Pickup truck off-road
We gotta do that.
in
We can't.
Wales
We can't
to
leave it on a
refuel
bronze. Let's go.
helicopter.
Let's go. Missed it. Go forward. What the heck? This cost me a lot of time. There we go.
And right.
Got that one.
This test,
We'll go with
if you
the
think
silver.
about it is rather pertinent that we are filming this in the UK because a couple of years when Brexit has really caught up with us, there will be a civil war and you will need pickup trucks to survive.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
The grip from the four-wheel drive system and the wider track and the cut tyres absolutely bobbles your eyes. It's phenomenal.
I feel like I got robbed on that one. I thought I was just going to slide and get it. Oh, I thought that was my last one.
I think if I can get through this
Silver.
gap in the wall, I save
Holy
having
moly.
to drive all the way around the end of it.
Whew.
Here I come. Oh, I have a compass. This is a piece. Excuse me.
Hold on, everybody. All right. Back to scene select. All right, that's it for that, everybody. Oh my God. Okay, that last one was a little vertigo problem there. But I love racing games. I absolutely love racing games. Super, super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, we're just going to play a little bit. And then we're going to switch over to some Astronair. Again, if you are watching this in the future, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Let's see, who else we're going to throw down there? Let's put Google's down there in the chat of this video because it'll be a separate video from my other videos. So I know that you've watched this all the way to the end. Go ahead and throw it down in the comments there. Subscribe. You know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. You watched YouTube before. All right, appreciate y'all being here and watch for the next one. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.